Murphy, a journey of overcoming, love, and hope. There are stories that leave us speechless, that make us reflect on the cruelty that still exists in the world, but also on the transformative power of love. Murphy's story is one of those. This adorable little dog was the victim of unimaginable suffering, and his resilience touched our hearts deeply. The first encounter, the pain of a warrior. Murphy was found on the porch of a house, crying and growling in pain. His wounds were a reflection of the cruelty he had faced. His condition was devastating, but something extraordinary happened. As soon as he was welcomed into my arms, Murphy seemed to understand that he was safe. Far from showing fear or aggression, he covered me with kisses, a touching gesture that highlighted his innate kindness. Despite the pain that consumed him, Murphy trusted us, as if he knew that his suffering was finally over. When we arrived at Crystal Creek Animal Hospital, Murphy lay in my lap, crying softly. He found comfort in my caress as I whispered promises that he would never be hurt again. Day 2. Between sorrow and hope. Sadness is an inevitable part of rescue, but Murphy brought with him a ray of hope. He was gentle and sweet, with no trace of aggression, even in the face of extreme pain. With painkillers to ease some of his suffering, it was clear that the journey would be long. But Murphy demonstrated extraordinary strength. I asked everyone to pray for him because despite the hardships, he was a true fighter. Day 4. A new chance. Murphy underwent his second debridement surgery, a vital procedure to remove matted fur and damaged tissue. He was incredibly strong, and the surgery was a success. Despite it all, he remained optimistic, a clear sign of his determination to move on from the past. Day 6. First signs of joy. When I arrived at the hospital, Murphy stood up with a sparkle in his eyes and wagging his tail. He was happy to see me, a clear sign that his trust in us was only growing. After settling between my legs, he rested his head against me, finding comfort and security. His stitches were healing nicely, and he was eagerly devouring the homemade treats that had been prepared especially for him. Day 8. A blissful break. I decided that Murphy needed a moment of relaxation. We took him for a drive, and then for ice cream. He was visibly excited, enjoying every second of this little adventure. After devouring his ice cream, Murphy fell asleep peacefully, with his head buried between his paws, showing how safe and loved he felt. Days 10 and 11. Preparing for the future. After 10 days of intensive care, the vet gave us wonderful news. Murphy was well enough to go to a foster home. The next day, when he saw me, he wagged his tail so happily that it was impossible not to be moved. He was the embodiment of strength and gratitude. Day 13. Incredible progress. Murphy was healing spectacularly. His burns were nearly healed, and his stitches would soon be removed. With each passing day, he became stronger and more confident. Day 18. Discovering the joy of life. Now, Murphy was enjoying the freedom outside the kennel. He was playful, loved interacting with people and other dogs, and proved to be incredibly intelligent. He could already sit and even give both paws. His energy was contagious, and his joy was inspiring. He was rediscovering the simple pleasures of life and learning to just be a happy dog. Day 35. A miracle transformation. Murphy's progress in just over a month was nothing short of miraculous. His playful and loving personality reflected his incredible resilience. He was a living testament to how love and care can transform lives. Murphy eventually found a wonderful family to adopt him. He now has a loving mom and a little human to care for and play with. A happy ending. A new life full of love. Murphy is not just a survivor. He is an inspiration. His journey from suffering to happiness is a powerful reminder of the impact we can have on the lives of animals. He now lives surrounded by love and care, enjoying days filled with play, cuddles, and security. His once shyly wagging tail is now a symbol of his joy in life. Thank you to everyone who is a part of Murphy's transformation. He is proof that with love and compassion, we can make miracles happen.